Garrett going to open the button here, and he's going to get called, or 3-bet from Andy.
1200.
And what a flop we have here. Andy flopping a very good board for his range from the pre-flop 3-better's position. Andy can have all the jacks, all the kings, all the ace-king, or all the king-jacks suited. Andy's going to keep firing here with the gut shot, blocking the strongest king X that Garrett can have. Very wet board. Garrett is just going to elect to continue calling with 2-pair here to protect his calling range. If Garrett raises all of his strong hands here, he doesn't have any good hands to call down with when Andy runs big bluffs. Andy just gives up on this river, which seems reasonable, having the club and the diamond in his hand. Makes it more likely that Garrett has a value hand and not a draw. Garrett's going to go for some value here.
10 seconds.
Just under a pot-sized bet from Garrett on this river. Andy thinking about it with ace high. He can't love having the queen of clubs in his hand specifically, blocking some draws like queen 10. Blocking some club draws. And Andy's going to move all in. Andy is going to turn his hand into a bluff and move all in.
Sorry.
I guess Andy figures here he's got the queen. He blocks Garrett having the queen 10.
10 seconds.
I think I want my mommy magic.
And putting Garrett in an insane spot early in this session. Garrett, see if he can put the pieces together here.
37 more.
Does Andy play a hand like queen 10 in this manner? Does Andy play a hand like pocket jacks in this manner? Seems unlikely since Garrett does have the jack in his hand. What kind of value hands does Andy have that take this line? Does king jack suited go bet check raise? Does queen 10 suited go bet check raise?
Pretty close to it.
Garrett trying to figure it out.
38 more. I don't know.
10 seconds.
Not sure what to do.
Five. 3 times 2.
I owe you this so far?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah. What a weird hand. It's so weird too because I don't have that much. I don't know. I kind of want to put more in there for some reason. Huh. I don't know what to do.
Fine.
I owe you this, right? What do I want to do? I think I'm leaning towards putting this all in here. My hand's not even, it's not even like a good one really to have here. I don't know.
Garrett's going to sniff this out. You would think that at some frequency, if Andy had Queen 10, that he would just bet the river himself, removing some of the combos of the nuts. Garrett blocking the sets of jacks, blocking the king jack suited.
Think about it. Think about all the different things. I think I'm just gonna put it in on this hand, I guess. Yeah, he's got it, he's got it. Okay.
10 seconds.
Oh, I really can't decide. I guess I'll think about it one more minute. Not sure what to do. What do I want to do here?
Seconds.
I'll just go with my gut.
Who called you?
Garrett makes the call.
Today was a really weird day. I almost always come to the casino like excited to play, usually like in a mental space where I feel like I can play pretty well. Didn't really feel that today. Had a little bit too much fun at the music festival I was at all weekend, and I think like the experience was like just so meaningful to me in many ways. Like poker felt very inconsequential this week, which can happen, you know, from time to time for me. And so I was kind of hoping to just like be on cruise control today. And then it felt like the first hand, but it had to have been at least within the first few orbits. You know, like I didn't even have as much in my stack as I usually do. I think I started the hand with like 60,000 or something, and next thing I knew, Andy was check raising me all in a pretty gross spot that I didn't feel, you know, good about. It's funny, like when people discuss like poker strategy and whatever, like they always talk about like, oh, the best hand to call with or whatever, but in practice, like you rarely just have like the best hand you can call with, like in this case something like king queen, you know, and so you're kind of forced to take a whole bunch of hands you don't feel good or comfortable about calling and sort of just go from there. You know, it goes without saying Andy and I have played thousands of hours together, and so the metagame associated with a hand like that is always going to play, you know, major implications. I can't really go into it more beyond that, other than kind of like always, like from a metagame standpoint alone, I had 20 reasons why I was sure I should call and 20 why I was sure I should fold. And I gotta just try and navigate it, you know, the best I can. You know, in the end, the difference between right and wrong is so small. And so when you're right, it looks brilliant. But I think what the viewers don't understand is what an incredibly close decision it was, how close I was to folding, how close I was to quote unquote, you know, looking dumb instead of brilliant. And that's really kind of what poker comes down to when you have like two good players playing a big pot against each other, you know. I think the other thing I would say just about today overall was like, I came in here just like really not wanting to play, not thinking I'd have fun playing, but you know, I committed. And you know, next thing I knew, like, I was just having a really nice time. And for those, you know, who follow me know, like, you know, winning or losing one big pot generally isn't going to play a role in that. So I don't think it had much to do with that. I think what a lot of it is like emotions in life and at the poker table are just like incredibly fickle. And, you know, at any given moment, you may feel great, you may feel shitty, and then anything can happen that kind of changes your outlook. And so I think, sure at the table, but more in life, if you can sort of control or manage your emotions to not get too high or too low, it can pay a lot of dividends, you know, for you in life. And that certainly helped me out quite a bit, honestly, in my life in the last 5 or so years. So.